at a loss for words right now. These NIP retakes, they're giving me a heart attack.
At the opening assist, let's one by goal to kill, gets a double, one more kill, triple kill!
Here we go, Steeler lining them up. Oh, here we go!
Hellhound has it. Hellhound with the first. Hellhound with the second. Oh, Fady the one and done. Oh, times two. Wait for it. Whoa, three, four. Picks up that.
And support Fady as well, picking up the quick foul.
What? Can he find the fourth? He's on for the ace and he gets it! What? What? What was that?
Trying to hold on to the bomb side, they line up for him, he's going to get another zoo kills, a third kill! You gotta be kidding me, now it's down to Solon, oh, he's going to get it! He kills everybody!
1, 2, 3! Oh, Jesus, the last one!
Oh my god! Are you kidding me? They win the round because of it!
Takes down a quick.
That's what happens when you go around the corner. Oh, and another one! What is this?
There we go. We are live and welcome to round 3 here of the ECL. Myself, Burning Red, and obviously my trustworthy co-caster, Mr. Mike Extremes, kicking it alive there. Hasn't had anything to eat just yet, so you'll have to wait till after the other two games. But how are you doing? I mean, it's good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you. I mean, I'm seeing you through a camera. I'm just imagining your beautiful face, squeezing your puffy cheeks, you know, all of that stuff. No, I'm good. It's just a bit chilly, and I'm a bit rushed. Work was hectic. Got home late. Lifted, you know, pumped some iron. You know, got fit, and now some CS:GO time, man.
You did your
CS:GO
cardio.
time, bro. CS:GO time.
Yeah, CS:GO time. It's always it's always a good one watching the ECL. Obviously, let's have a quick recap on what's happened in the last 2 weeks. A number of teams have actually performed as per expected. You know, the Masters teams in particular. Talking about Damage Control, we're talking about Flipside Tactics, White Rabbit Gaming, XTC. You know, all the top end teams basically. You know, delivering as what we would expect. This evening's game, it's going to be Damage Control up against Enigma. It's going to be quite an interesting game because I just looked at the lineup now. So we're going to quickly change over to the lineup here, where we've got the damage control side. And the Enigma team is actually a very, very peculiar team, and a team that can potentially take on Damage Control. That's something we have to understand here because I actually know a lot of these players. Alive, Janitor, Fraction. These are all guys that have very good, well, they've got a good potential to actually take on the top dogs here. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, we've got ourselves a good game starting off this evening.
I think so. I'm pretty excited about it. Enigma, as you say, is a little bit of an enigma, but they do have some really good players, and they got somebody called Janitor who I kind of want to get to sweep my floor.
Well, look, no, he's actually a very good player. Like back from the 1.6 days, he was very good. Alive specifically actually played with me back.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. I played with him a bunch of times in pickups and that sort of thing.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Fixture on my friends list.
And then Fraction, of course, being quite an old dog as well in the scene, also coming from the 1.6 scene. So we've got a potentially good game here. And I think, the damage control guys being very confident, playing a lot of CS, etc., doing very well, coming in in as the number one seed of this tournament, they should theoretically take it. But I would like to see a bit of an upset. I mean, we're going into the finals that will be taking place on the 13th of August. But I'd like to see an upset at least before that.
Yeah, I'd hope so. I think last week we saw some interesting games, but nowhere near upset sort of thing. So, I mean, this Enigma team is a team that has the pedigree to maybe do that. And I'm not talking about the dog food, of course. I'm just talking about the all-round skill and experience of the players. I mean, of course, damage control probably dwarfs any other team in local CS for overall experience, but
Indeed.
another way of, a synonym, if you will, for being old. But we also dwarf other casters for experience, also a synonym for being old. So,
Well, I mean, we have got Anthrax and Voodoo also. That's part of the age bracket per se. But that being said, they're actually casting this evening. They'll be casting another game. Also in the ECL. I think you can catch them on the NAV TV YouTube channel, if I'm not mistaken. But let's have a quick look at the additional subs for the damage control side. They've got Z-Drag, as to be expected, and now they've got Asterix as well, which is someone that comes into the scene. Also have been playing a lot of CS in the past. He's played for A52, if I'm not mistaken. He's gone back and played for Bravado a few times as well. He's a relatively decent player, so they got a decent substitute lineup, I would say.
Yeah, he was actually in the IFG Defect lineup last year as well. He didn't play at DGC, but he was in the team throughout the year. So, as far as I recall, he's definitely a decent player. Found him to be a little bit toxic at times, but who's not, especially on a retake server. So,
Indeed.
I think he's a good addition. It depends on if he's actually going to start tonight. I mean, do we have any word on what the actual starting lineup is?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, the captains haven't come back to me yet, but at least we'll know what map they'll be playing on. I mean, that's kind of the more important thing here, really. When the lineup kind of pitches up, we'll obviously just have to make our judgment there as to how this game can potentially walk away. Like, what the result could potentially be. But another game a little bit later on is going to be the XTC versus... I just can't remember exactly the schedule, but I'll have to just have a look here.
we heard you. Does your head hurt,
Equinox,
man?
there we go.
Equinox. Well, my head hurts with that name.
I've been a little bit under the stomach flu for the whole of today, so I haven't really been focusing exactly on the schedules for this evening. But that being said, still, I think that's also going to be an interesting one. I'm really keen to watch the XTC guys play again, specifically
Absolutely.
Panda.
Yeah, Panda, clutch player deluxe in South Africa. I mean, we've witnessed him doing some pretty amazing stuff, and I do believe he's also calling for that team now. So
yeah,
it's really interesting to see what he does. It's almost like that situation. I mean, I don't want to make this comparison lightly, but when Nico was in-game leading for Mousesports, dropping all the frags, doing all the clutches, and calling. Panda kind of does that too, but obviously he's not a top 3 player in the world, although I'm sure he feels that he could get there. So, sorry, mate. Don't hurt me for saying it. But, he's definitely one of the guys in the South African scene that I really like watching. And I mean, XTC is still a little bit away from being at the skill level of a Bravado or a Carbon. And I don't think it's that the players lack skill. It's just that they may be a little bit off with the timing or the teamwork. There's been some lineup changes this year. In fact, quite a few lineup changes.
Yeah.
But I do think he's an exciting player that I'd like to see more of. And I think we are going to see quite a bit of them should they make it through to the LAN final, because they'll get to play against teams like Carbon, Bravado, Energy, and of course Aperture, which I think he was actually in the Aperture lineup that played at the DGC last year.
Yeah. Well, it's quite a cold evening, as some of you guys can see. We're well dressed up and ready for game 2. I don't know, Mike, you look like you just got a little top going there, unless it's a blanket.
No, it's just a little top. It's a teeny little top, for my girl-like physique. It's important, man. I mean, you need to dress the part and accentuate what you got. Flaunt what you got. I think you should wear sort of cut off tops to flaunt your book.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know. I don't know so much about that, but anyway, hey, look. I mean, I've got a corduroy jacket that I discovered in my cupboard, so I think I'll be using that a little bit more often at events. I think
Yeah,
I
no,
look
I
a
think
bit
it's
old,
good.
but good.
Try
At least.
to, I mean, you've got a bit of the air of the caddishness about you, like you drive a Jaguar, and play golf if you wear a corduroy jacket. So, I think you should do it. You're the elder statesman of CS:GO casting in SA, so why not?
The elder statesman. I like that
I
one.
think you should also perhaps tote a cigar and hold a whiskey. Single malt, of course. Maybe some whiskey stones in it just to prove what a tosser you are. Sorry, did I say that?
Well, look. I mean, we've got 3 more minutes left to start the game here between Damage Control and Enigma. But quick one.
You're moving it along there, mate. I
I
don't
am.
like it. Are you feeling uncomfortable here?
Very, very
Okay.
uncomfortable. You put me on the spot. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Let's get back to the game as you were saying. I'm just bantering because we don't have a lot of viewers just yet, so I can say stuff and get away with it. Obviously when people go back and watch the VOD, then they call me out on these things, but now I can get away with it.
They do. Bananas in one case called you out. That was quite
It's
funny.
a little bit.
Well, look, I mean, let's have a quick chat about the Billisoft actual platform. We didn't really cover much of it yet last week, although we did mention it a few times. I really actually enjoy it because obviously, we've got a live veto system that runs statistics that come through after every single game, the ratings of players that get done correctly. I mean, it's really much up there to the same the same level as what ECA is, obviously just on a local level. And I think a lot of credit should be given to Casper and the team, obviously, for the development side of things. And, I mean, we're going to be using this platform at the finals as well. So it's going to be great,
Yeah, it's superb having access to map veto. So yeah, guys, we are bringing you a live map veto. We can talk about the maps that the guys like to play. Of course, DC, our special friends from DC like to go against what they really should pick and pick things that they shouldn't, kind of like Nip used to do back in the day. So it could be an interesting veto, but having access to that veto is so cool. I just love it. I think we've been starved in SACS for access to stats and for access to map vetoes, because what usually happens is we're busy casting the map veto by looking at the little comment section at the bottom of the screen, and then they'll switch the map before the Ghosty Vitomo gets there, and we're like, wow, we were just building up, we were getting our casting juices flowing, it was all pumping, and then
well, that's
wrecked by the teams.
It's quite interesting though, because on that discussion, just quickly before we actually start the veto, I was sitting with Bananas and Stain, just having a casual conversation around statistics in South Africa and the lack thereof. I mean, I kind of spoke to them. I said, guys, I mean, they kind of expected us as casters to know inside out exactly every single player's weakness, every single player's ability, statistically, how well would he do if he does a breach play, etc., etc. And the problem is that I was quite blunt with them. I said, look, guys, it's great and all that you expect that from us, but also understand that we've only been made aware to stats now, as of recent.
Well,
literally
even access, of course, we were aware all the time that stats exist, and we wish that they would materialize, but they've only materialized now.
Exactly. Now we can actually go do the homework and start to really get involved and really understand every single player's ability, going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important. I mean, it's important for the development of the scene as well. We got to look at it from a development point of view. If you don't have access to that kind of stuff, you're just going on hearsay or what you've seen in a pug that you played with a dude once that he's had sick aim and he was OP, or I mean, how do you really quantify anything that way? It's really, really difficult. So it's a step forward. I mean, ESEA did it, and now Billisoft had done it. I just like this Billisoft system with the map veto. So now as we go into the map veto, we've got damage control going for the first veto, and damage control I found to not be so good on the non-standard maps like your overpass and cobble, that sort of thing, but they do like to pick them. So
yeah,
they're probably going to go completely against what I say here, but well, interesting, vetoing Mirage. So maybe there's something that they know there about Enigma. Enigma, I would think that they'd want to avoid something like a Cash or a Dust 2 against DC just because of the experience on DC. Interesting, actually, taking Overpass out. Now, DC really fancy themselves on Overpass as a good Overpass team, but they've had some famous losses, most notably, sorry, to use the correct word, against XTC last year at DGC. The new Vito coming in now, and that's pretty much expected. So hashtag expected. And then we got the Vito from Enigma for Dust 2, which, as I said, is a map that they'd probably want to get out. So now, of course, we have a randomizer which picks from 3, and it picked Cobble. And I think that actually worked out really, really well for both teams, because Cobble is the kind of map, if you get a favorable T side, you can do some really amazing things. DC have shown some weakness on this map in the past, but again, DC do fancy themselves on this map. So I think DC still have the experience and the skill on it, but Enigma, with the players that they have, with the old school 1.6 factor coming in there, they may not be that familiar with the current iteration of Cobble, but Cobble does favor aggressive T-side executes and not very complicated executes. Just all-out aggression really works well on Cobble, so it could work for them depending on how it goes.
Yeah, look, I think Cobble's going to be quite a good game. We're obviously just waiting now for the details to actually join in, and then we'll be going live. But yeah, look, I mean, I'm quite keen to see how this one's going to work out here for the damage control guys. I mean, it is something that I've been looking forward to actually see them play a little bit on Cobble. I'm though keen to see what actually Enigma can also pull off. I mean, they're a team that has got the ability to pull off quite a bit of an upset. I wouldn't say an easy one, but at least from a perspective of, looking at their skill level, they should be able to at least rock up quite close towards the damage control guys. So we'll have to just see. I mean, that's really just more of a case of it's more of a case of that this is definitely favored for damage control, irrespective of how you look at it. However, I would like to see an upset. I mean, I'm dying to see an upset. That's really more the case.
Well, yeah, upsets are always fun, and of course, so are team kills. So let's hope we get a few team kills, because I think the last time we casted Cobble, there were 5. It was, I think XTC were playing that day. Actually, it was quite entertaining. So let's go with upset and team kills, and people upset at their teammates for team killing them.
Yep. Well, anyway, whilst we actually just wait for the game to start on our side, we'll obviously be going through shortly. Any last words with regards to this matchup? I mean, what do you think how this is going to play out?
I got worried there. You said any last words, and I was like, oh my word, what's happening, dude? I thought we were mates. But then you finished the sentence off. So any last words? I think DC will take it fairly comprehensively in the end, but I expect Enigma to put up a big fight, and I'd be excited to see if Enigma are competitive. Upset would be great, but I think for Enigma, they'd want to be competitive and actually play the game close.
Yeah, that's what we want, and that's what we hopefully expecting. Sorry, not hopefully, but that's what we are expecting. But hopefully, we would get. Look, I mean, there's another player here, Evetech, which I haven't actually. I don't actually have any history of him. He probably goes on a different alias, but nonetheless, I think this is going to be quite an entertaining game here between these two teams. I'm also not. I don't have any sort of breathing issues anymore from my previous illness. So
that's good.
I think I'm going to be a little bit more hyped up for this game, hopefully.
Yeah, hype would be good. I'm super hyped, and I haven't eaten anything in 9 hours, and I don't think you've eaten anything in a lot more than that.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a stomach issue. That's not really voice, per se.
Correct. So it looks like we actually got Z-Drag on the server, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be good seeing him play actually for a change as well. So obviously, we would probably expect someone like Apocalypse or Inson not maybe making it. Explicit is generally like a stalwart for the team. He's always there when they're playing, even if they're playing with subs, etc.
Yeah, he's generally there. I mean, Inson would be a pretty disastrous thing for him to actually not be there, since he's the caller. But
well, the thing is, I would expect Stahl maybe to step in and do the calling, because he used to back in the day.
Yeah, he was a caller back in the day, and I mean his day, if we speak about the metaphorical day, has been rather long. So the guy surely knows what he's doing. And of course, the tallest CS:GO player that I know of in South Africa as well.
Yeah.
Only guy that could maybe rival him was Asperity from the old Pulse lineup.
Asperity was he also quite tall?
Yeah, pretty freakishly tall, but I think Style's more freakish. So he's styling the tallness. We see explicits on the server now, so it's really gonna come down between Apocalypse and Ensign as to who's actually here.
I would most likely expect Ensign to join up. You know, like you said, it would be not disastrous, but it'll be a bit of a challenge for the damage control guys if he doesn't pitch up, being the caller for the team. Well, I mean, that's the only thing I can really think of right now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Let's have a look at the lineup here from Enigma. It is no longer an Enigma because 5 of them are here, and we've got a live fraction effect. I'm assuming that's like Zolo or something.
Yeah.
And the other one I just can't say. Is it Zero?
Zia. Yeah, Zia.
Yeah. Zero.
Well, Zia, Zolo, and Evetech I don't actually know very well, but I do know Alive and Fraction quite well. So Alive being, in my opinion at the moment, being kind of the more so star player in this lineup. So we'll just have to see.
Yeah, he's a good player. I mean, I really wouldn't call him like a star at the level of like a Cannibalistic or a Flexi or somebody like that. But you know, he's a promising up and coming player. I played with him a few times, and I mean, the guy's definitely got a hunger to learn and to get better, and that's what you want from a younger player. I mean, you either want a single-minded drive like a Flexi or a simple kind of character has, or you know, where they might be a little bit toxic and a little bit difficult at times, but they want to win.
Yeah.
Or you want a guy who wants to learn.
Yeah, that sort of mindset still kind of boggles me a little bit. You know, that kind of toxic mindset of these star players. I mean, Simple's a good example. Flexi not so much, but to a degree, I would agree with you. But you get these players in the scene that are really toxic, and they're good. But it doesn't kind of, you know, make sense to me, if you know what I mean, to be so toxic. I mean,
It depends on your personality. I mean, I wouldn't defend them because I mean, toxic players really piss me off, like to an incredible degree. Well tilted at times myself, but as you've been witness to, I think. But you know, that's sort of single-minded drive where they're not really so worried about other people in terms of like worrying about other people's feelings or whatever. They're just there to win. Like that's the only focus, and that's something that is fairly rare. But you know, people like that. It really works for them. I mean, the best people in any, you know, best players in any sport tend to be these really selfish kind of characters who have all
type of guys.
yeah, they have all the skill that you can that you could want, but they play whatever sport it would be with a single-minded focus on winning, and sometimes they don't even mind bending the rules. I'm not saying cheating. I'm just saying doing things that are considered unsportsmanlike to get an advantage. You know, I mean, look at a guy famously like Michael Schumacher, who's you know, famous for being a bit of a knob at times, shall we say, but single-minded in his dedication to winning. Or Michael Jordan from basketball. These kind of characters. So it'll be interesting to see how those characters develop in local CS. But of course, we have other characters on the server right now. Damage Control versus Enigma here on Cobble with the knife round starting off. So brace yourselves for boredom, folks. It's pretty cold outside. I've heard it's been raining a bit. There was even a tornado in Joburg, and I mean, all of that's more interesting than a knife round.
Well, 2 tornadoes actually in Johannesburg in one day. That's quite a bit of a hectic scenario, I would say. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have the knife round win coming in pretty easily in the end for DC, staying on the CT side, which is kind of interesting. But I think they're backing their skill level here to start on CT and actually rack up the rounds. I mean, this map is, from a meta point of view, generally T-sided, but stronger teams always want to start on the CT side if they feel they've got a huge firepower advantage, because it allows you to take those aim deals with style techs. The aim deal takes down Enigma early. Well, not Enigma, what I'm saying. Zolo and Alive. Well, Style's no longer alive after that shot.
Yeah, look, at the moment, it's a 4-on-4, looking pretty good here for Enigma, moving in towards the A-bomb side here. They need to be very careful, though, because Hallan is peeking from that mid-door side, and there is a little bit of a crossfire from Ensign as well. As he picks off one, he's going to go in for the second, picks him off, and turns around, and doesn't have any bullets left, and Fraction will get away there, but damage has been done.
Well, damage has been well controlled by Damage Control, of course, to use a horrible joke there, but I got to get them in early. Fraction getting the headshot there on Ensign, and wow, taking a 1v1 here, and he's making it look possible, but I say he's not long for this world, and Z-Drag proves that to be true. First round on the board for DC.
Yeah, good start here for damage control. And then a bit unlucky there for Enigma. I think that crossfire there from Ensign and Hellhound just very, very much, well, benefiting them there in that particular instance. But we'll have to wait and see. I mean, the Tech 9 armor buy coming out here now from Enigma, that's going to have to, you know, kind of pay dividends, hopefully. Let's see if it'll work out here for them, actually.
I'm pretty much stacking up on that A side at the moment. Ready to go through middle and one player towards long. Probably the right thing to do with the Tech 9s, but you usually see like a B rush coming in. Tech 9s work pretty well for that, and they're going towards A. If you find somebody in that mid area, then it can maybe work for you. But past that, the distances are pretty long for a Tech 9. So hopefully for Enigma, I'm wrong here, but I'd say it's probably a bad call against a team with 3 FAMASs in the second round.
Well, Ensign's parking around here with UMP. He'll get the frag here easily on alive. And, well, it's a good little start here now for the DC guys. And Enigma now trying to pull in.
Whoa.
And there we go. Trade-off here from Zio. Well played. Ensign out of the picture.
Fraction also getting a kill there as well. And I think Zio's going to get explicit. He does. So now we're in a 4v2.
Yeah, this
Style bringing one back. But the bomb plant's on B and they didn't check chicken coops. So Hellhound gets a cheeky kill there.
Oh, good play here, though, from Enigma. It's a 2-on-1 right now, and Hellhound has got the advantage here with the HP. We see Zolo now trying to challenge with the FAMAS. And then, of course, Evetech also close by still with his Tech 9, trying to get the shot in here. Oh, nice little 2K there for Hellhound on the end of it. Picking up the 3K. And, well, 2-0 up here for damage control. Good play.
Was that a lineup?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. That was interesting. It was interesting there that who was that last player alive? Evetech actually, no armor. They're just dancing around the rock. I really thought he was going to buy enough time for his teammate to come in, but time that they had, maybe they should have looked at a flank on Hellhound there. Who knows? But Hellhound 4 kills, 0 deaths right now, so looking pretty good for his team and coming big for them there.
Let's have a look at the defense here now from damage control. Just kind of piling up here. 3 guys towards the B side, 2 guys towards A. And we've got Instant buying up the M4A4, and then quite a number of rifles being bought up here from damage control. Actually, on this third round here, it's a full save or full eco round here from the Enigma team. So they'll have to move in that bomb in towards the A bomb site. They've only got Instant to contend with. Let's see if they can get it right.
Inson's got a pretty good gun for dealing with them. I mean, it's not a SMG, of course, but M4A4's got enough bullets. He spotted them out now, of course, so he's going to try to fall back and just stay alive. Maybe trade off a frag or 2, gets a couple, and will he get the third? No, unfortunately, alive taking him down, but Z-Drag also replying there.
Yeah, good play here from Z-Drag here, but we've got alive left with the M4. He's going to go in close with this Mag, or the Mag 7, not taking him down, so it's him left, and yeah.
Sorry, I was getting a bit excited there. 4 HP and he takes down 2 players. Interesting. So perhaps your prediction is true there. Our good friend Alive is definitely alive in kicking and, well, kicking at damage control. 3-0 now to damage control, but some encouraging signs there in a full save from Enigma.
Now let's see how this one works out now, because it is a buy up here now for Enigma. They've picked up the AWP. They're going to be moving in towards potentially that A bomb site by the looks of it, once again. And we have got Fraction, though, just kind of keeping eye here on the B bomb site. So this is going to be interesting. Is he going to breach out first to try and get the first entry and then kind of force the over-rotation from the A bomb site into B? That's something that he would probably want to achieve. But we see, though, the likes of Evetech joining him now on this drop side. Let's see if they can make something count here. As we got Zio with the AWP, he's going to try and go for the pick shot here on Style, but it's going to fail there, unfortunately. Style taking him down with the M4. Z-Drag waiting close by and drop here with the P90 and will take him down. So thus far, not bad defensive play here from damage control. We see Instant coming in down the staircase here on long side. He will go for the 2K, but won't get the frag. He's got the backup, though, from Explicit, who will get the 2K on the end of it. And 4-0 here, damage control extend the lead and force the eco round potentially on the Enigma side.
Yeah, good round out of DC. Really good trade play from them, backing each other up, and I mean only dropping one frag there. Interesting that Enigma are still favoring that A bomb site so far. Again, this map, the B site, is definitely easier if you use your utility well and you do a little bit of a rush. Of course, has some of those strategies as well where you can actually rushing down drop and actually changing the pace up and maybe getting a kill there. But I think Explicit is going to spray them down, gets the 2k, maybe the 3k, gets the 3k.
Yeah, good play here from Explicit with that quick 3k here on the eco, and we'll see Style just coming in, taking out Zolo quite quickly there. 5-0 here. Only, I don't think they dropped, I think they dropped one gun if I'm not mistaken. Z-Drag dropping it there. Oh, two. And not too bad, I guess, for the damage control team. We'll see the buy up again here from Enigma. Let's see if Zia can make it count with that AWP.
Interesting to see Explicit actually got the AWP and not Style, so might just be a confidence thing maybe. You know, that happens with AWPers from time to time. Interestingly there, while I was busy talking about maybe Enigma should change up the pace and rush B, they actually get a pretty clean entry on B and maybe make things look like something. Of course, it didn't work out for them in the end, but this map really does favor you playing, you know, fast towards B. Doesn't mean fast initially in the round, just sometime, you know, when you're going to execute, then you go, because you can overwhelm that defense. There's not a lot of cover for them, especially towards plat as well.
Oh, we see a little bit of the spot play here. Nice play from Fraction, picking up the frag there on Z-Drag. So there's a bit of an open play now on the B-bomb site here. We might see a late rotation in towards A, or are they going to stick it through? Style just waiting by, takes the frag though. Good exchange here from damage control, and now, all of a sudden, a little bit of a predicament they are at the moment. Enigma trying to breach through. They're not aware of Hellhound around the corner. He will go for the spray down and take down Zia, the AWP, out of the picture here. And Style moving in from window side now will come in and pick up the 2k on the spray down. And, well, damage control 6-0 here, extending that lead and looking very dominant.
3k actually there for Style in the end, and he gets the salvaged AWP from Hellhound as well. So double AWP coming out now in DC, and this could be lockdown for them. 2 AWPs in this team between Explicit and Style. I mean, they got all the experience, and they know their angles. They can hit their shots. So it's going to be really tough for Enigma from here. They need to break this double AWP setup in the next buy round. Interestingly, they've actually forced up here. They've got a Galil on Fraction, and he doesn't have any armor.
Very good defensive play here from Z-Drag. He'll try and go for the 3k, but picks up 2. Damage has been done. And we'll see Explicit now pick off 1 with the AWP, and a little bit of play now from Zola coming onto the platform side, but Explicit's got his number, and it's up to Evetech with the Tech 9 here. And it's going to be tremendously difficult for him to actually pull anything off. He might be able to get the frag on Style here. Oh, he does. He picks up the AWP, but he's in the thick of things right now. So he's not aware that A-bomb site's actually quite... a little bit of scopeless shot there. I would have actually gone for the crosshair. But nonetheless, he's coming in with the Tech 9. He's going to try and go for instant, but will go down. And 7-0 here. Damage control in a easy lead. Ooh, it looks like I've lost your voice for some odd reason.
It came back. Did it come back?
There we go. It came back now.
Wow. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Interesting round there, but in the end, DC again proving too strong. So 7-0, and double AWP setup lives to fight another day. They recovered that AWP, and Style going for the early pick, and he actually misses the shot in the live. So live living up to his name there, so to speak.
Well, nice little play from Zia here with the AWP. Knocks down Ensign, so a little bit of advantage here for the Enigma team. They're going to have to, you know, find some sort of strap play or breach play here that will be a little bit more effective than their current B play. Look at Style, just easy pickings, taking out the AWPer there. There's nothing really much coming from it at the moment. I mean, it's a 4-on-4, and they are moving that bomb in towards the B side area slowly.
DC had a pretty good early read on that, and they actually stacked 3 players towards A, and they were able to get a pretty effective trade there. Z-Drag actually going in with the Deagle and taking down Fraction, so they must have been waiting for the lurk. And of course on the B side, Explicit takes down Effect, and now it's a 4v2, so pretty difficult. The live dropped down to 22 HP from a Hellhound.
Now DC, well, some strong CT play here from them. Good defensive play as well, and like you said, a very good read of the game. Just having a look on Alive here on this drop. He's going to back off now, and they potentially might be just saving these rifles.
Looking at the money situation right now for them, I mean, they don't have much money on their players, but with the lose bonus they're getting right now, Alive and Effect could drop for teammates. Not much, but they could get a buy. Unfortunately, Zolo going down, so just left alive on 23 HP, it's going to be pretty difficult for him. They're going to have a weak buy if they buy up, but of course at this stage 7-0 down, they really need to reassess the way they're approaching this, because DC definitely have a read on where they're going, that early A aggression pretty much round after round, and DC actually getting pretty confident and pushing for those picks towards A. So looks like Alive might survive here. They need to change something up. I'd really say from an analytical point of view, I think they need to look at moving towards B site and playing a little bit quicker. So, because that might actually take DC by surprise. Of course, they're not going to do that. They're going again towards A, looking for that early information. And it looks like they're going to be pretty much given up by DC right now. DC letting them take the ground, but.
Yeah, we see something quite interesting happening here now. Inson more so focusing on the mid-side area. They have got style with the AWP. A good smoke off here. Zedrak getting the first frag and a side breach here, but they're not getting hold of style here. And Inson also supporting very well. Missed frag shot. Oh, the 1D coming out there, and a quick clean-up here for Team A. At the A-bomb site, no ways Enigma could even get past them.
Yeah, I do think DC again just having a complete read of where Enigma are going to be. Enigma very much telegraphing that running towards A most rounds, and DC know they're going to be there. Interestingly, the setup from DC, they're playing it a lot more passively, actually giving that ground away and then just smoking off long, which effectively delayed Enigma for the rotation coming from the DC players. So.
Well, it's quite interesting though, yeah, with Enigma. I think what could work for them on the B bomb side push is if they get the frag on the drop side area here, they could potentially just come in from behind whilst they're doing a platform breach. But they need to execute it like quite rapidly. That's the thing. After they get the frag on Z-Drag, as you can see, they should now be using the window side, going for the exploit frag. But exploit just on top of them with the AWP. They're knocking down. Fraction so quickly, and we'll pick up the 2K. So nonetheless, I mean, if there's a player like Explicit just waiting it out.
Costa's curse happening there, naming the costing software instead of the player, right?
Yeah, true that. And at the moment, it looks pretty comfortable here. Explicit also just picking up another 3K there for himself. 2 actually for Inson. So 10-0 here, damage control just looking very, very comfortable.
Yeah, smooth sailing for them at the moment, and Enigma really not showing what we were expecting from them. But the lineup's also a little different to what we were expecting. So perhaps things might have gone differently. But Z-Drag actually coming out with the auto sniper. So in matchmaking, everybody calls you a noob when you use it, but of course, pro players like Get Right very famous for using it. Very close range position to be in.
In drop, why would you use an auto sniper in drop? I mean, that's quite a
I was kind of expecting him to actually fall back from that position, but Explicit getting the kill there, and expect Hellhound to actually drop in for the frags, but no, Effect putting him down, Explicit trading, and then Effect getting another. So 3v2 at the moment, actually advantage Enigma for the first time.
Well, let's hope they can do it. We see Inson now moving in towards the winner side area. We've got Style checking down that that door side with the AWP, but it's really up to Inson now to actually cause a bit of a ruckus here. We've got Evetech around the corner, just, well, on the other side of the smoke, really. Just really waiting it out here at the moment. And we've got Zolo also backing it out. Now we see Style moving in here. Good play here from Damage Control on the retake. They pick off 2, and now all of a sudden, favor to DC. And we got Inson, but no one knows where Zia is actually parking out. And he will go for the shot, but gets nailed. And Damage Control, wow, what a retake play there from Style and Inson.
Well, it's the first time that bomb plants actually come in, I think. So Damage Control showing their retake craft is very good. And of course, they had so much money, there was no reason not to go for it. Just proving their class, their Inson and Style, finishing it off in Style. And 11-0 right now. And Enigma seemingly the answer to the question, how does one crack open a bomb site and hold it from Damage Control, is a bit of an enigma to them. And Style actually putting down 0 early. Again, getting away with that early peak and not being punished by Enigma at the moment.
Oh, let's see if Style can pick up the 2K here. Oh, he does spot him on the end of it and gets the one frag, goes in for the other one. And look at Inson coming in from behind. Just such simple plays here from him. And 12-0 here, Damage Control just looking in command. No one really, there's no real response right now here from Enigma.
Not at all. You can just see there how confident they were. That pie of an auto sniper in drop and the flank coming in from Ensign. The guys are just running rampant at the moment. It is a rampage and a bit of a massacre happening out there at the moment. And you can just see the confidence in the way they're playing right now. I think they gave their opponents quite a bit of respect in the early rounds, but now they're seeing that Enigma aren't adapting to the setup from DC. Ensign already pushing, getting the information. Now he knows that they're towards B.
Yeah, it's really up to Enigma now to try and make something counter with this kind of full buy. It's more like a forced buy by the looks of it, and no real utility. So they're going to have to try and pull something out of the hatch here. We see them now moving in towards the A side slowly, but we've still got Instant just waiting it out. Quick rotation can come from Style.
Yeah, Haaland actually flashed in there by his teammate, and he's checked B long, and now he knows they're not there. So the A players are going to be expecting this breach to come in, and of course, Ensign ready for it.
Yeah, look at that. Style lining up one already and then gets taken down. Instant also doing the work here really well for the DC guys, and we'll see the response there from Zia as he takes him down. He'll go in and get the 2K on Z-Drag, and now it's a 2-on-1. Still looking good here for Explicit coming in from the lower side area. And he will get the frag just leaving him on 9 HP.
So 13-0 right now, and the weather looking particularly chilly if you're on the Enigma side, because triple AWPs, 4 AWPs in fact on DC right now, 5 AWPs. So I think DC think they're Fnatic right now.
Here comes the troll play.
Here comes the troll. This does happen. I mean, when you play against a higher tier team and they feel that they got you on the ropes, they're going to do some crazy stuff, and we're seeing that from DC right now. Of course, it can bite them if Enigma can close the gap. Of course, the way you deal with an AWP is get in his face, and but again, I think the experience on DC spotting out the shoulder there for Explicit and getting the early kill.
Yeah, things are looking pretty good here for damage control. Explicit picking up the 2K here. No real damage at the moment from Enigma. We'll see Instant though line up one as well as he gets the frag on Fraction. And it's up to Effect and Zia to try and make it count. But really, these AWPs are just dominating at the moment.
Yeah, not really much to say about it. What do you have for dinner after this? I think that's quite interesting.
I think chicken. Maybe chicken is on the menu, yeah.
Ah, okay.
What type of chicken, I don't know, but we'll see.
A tasty, moist, juicy chicken that won't give you type 2 diabetes because it's covered in flour and deep fried.
Well, look, we could see maybe Effect pull a bit of a... No, not going to happen. Z-Drag taking him out there. But yes, that would be quite nice chicken to eat. Score 14-0 here at the moment. Damage control, well, the 5 AWP stack, really something unexpected.
Continues, eh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's not really much you can comment on this. I mean, they got full utility at the moment. The 4 spy coming out here from Enigma. It's the last round, and things are not looking good.
Not at all. Of course, they're going to realize there's at least 3 AWPs on the side of DC, but they wouldn't have seen all of them, so it's probably going to surprise them quite a bit.
Oh, look at the AWP play coming out here as well from Z-Drag and Style, picking off one each.
Treating it like a shotgun. JW Style, of course, he's the most famous AWPer for those close range sort of plays, him and Pasha Biceps. And Style doing that too, proving he's not just a long range AWPer, but he can get in your face.
Oh, we've got a little bit of play here now from Zia coming in towards the A-bomb site here. But gets taken out by Instant there with the AWP. And it looks like they are moving back towards the B-bomb side. And I don't think this is going to help them because Explicit is just going to knock them one by one. Effect's the last one left here. And he takes a dink to the face and or the leg. And manages to back out with 19 HP.
Yeah, as a player, if you're in this situation, it's a horrible feeling. I don't think I've ever been in a 16-0 game that I can remember, but I do recall, well, Effect not long for this world right now. Exchanging AWP shots, which is pretty comical.
He tries to go for the shot there, but not good enough on the end of it.
But yeah, as a player, when you're in that sort of situation,
Bit of a pause there just before you engage. That was interesting.
Bit odd, but yeah, okay. DC closing it out 15-0, and it looks like it could be a 16-0 depending on where the pistol round goes. Of course, CG side pistol is a little bit easier, especially the long ranges and the A side. So maybe Enigma can take the pistol around, but it's looking pretty much like a DC game. But as I was saying, I mean, when you're in that situation where you down to a more skilled team, it almost feels like there's nothing you can do, because no matter what you try, they're just better than you at aiming. They know the angles. They flank. They're behind you the whole time. You don't understand how they're getting there, because lesser teams don't do that. So, I mean, I think the worst example I have was a 15-6 against Bravado, kind of early in my career. But Instant getting the early kill there and making it look pretty good, getting second as well. So A bomb site pretty much open to them right now.
Yeah, very good player from Damage Control, just moving in towards the site here quite comfortably, getting the frags. And of course, here's the last one left here, and this should end up being a 16-0 here for Damage Control. Bit of a boring game, unfortunately, but there is another match coming, XTC versus Equinox. That's going to be quite an interesting one to watch. And I really did think that the Enigma team had a little bit more in them than just a 16-0, to be honest.
Well, then again, I mean, if you haven't played for a long time, I mean, these are guys who played 1.6 pretty successfully. You can't just step into CSGO and expect to win. I don't think they expected to win, but I think from our side, maybe the weight of expectation was a little bit more than it should have been. And TJ getting the last kill there, Zia going down, and 16-0. So Enigma, unfortunately, getting wrecked. So yeah, I don't think the guys should get disheartened by it. There was actually a little bit of chat happening between the two teams there. The guys from DC saying, if it makes you guys feel better, this has happened to us before as well. So,
Bravado last night actually did it to them.
Well, yeah, interestingly. So DC really do know how it feels, and quite recently as well. But don't lose heart. It happens. I mean, famously at I think it was the MLG major, Team Liquid, who made it to the semi, actually lost 16-1 against Navi in the first map of their I think it was the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
So, and then they came back and won the whole thing. So, it's everything's possible. Of course, they didn't win the whole tournament, but they made it pretty far. So yeah, don't lose heart, guys. Enigma, if you do watch this, I think you should watch the VOD and kind of see some of your mistakes, and look at the way you were favoring that A site and getting totally read like a book there from DC. Just look at the way they're playing the map. Maybe they're not too familiar with it. Who knows? But definitely some positive signs. Zero showing some skill there in effect as well. So just keep at it, guys, and maybe we'll see you in this competition next year, actually wrecking faces.
Well, look, I mean, they've still got a chance, actually. Let's just have a quick look at let's have a look at the stats here quickly of the game. I think that is something that we would like to see. Let's just have a look here. Now, obviously, looking at Enigma, they're not really much of a player rating coming out there, but the whole of DC, Instant did particularly well. They're 23 for 7 actually. Although, let's just go back to the actual leaderboard, or the actual group stages here quickly. So let's give it a second. Let's pop it up here and actually have a look and see. So at the moment, Enigma has lost 2 games, if I'm not mistaken. So the chances of them actually getting into the top 2 right now is going to be difficult. I mean, they've got the likes of Pulse right there that's sitting in second. But otherwise, a little bit of unfortunate one there really for the Enigma team. They did take a game off, and I think the game win will let's just have a look and see which one it was. So many games to actually go through right now. Let's try and click on their game here. Now, this is quite interesting to see. Just having a see where they actually... So they lost against Interior Gaming 16-11, of course. They just got 16-0'd by Damage Control. There we go. And they haven't played Pulse yet. And I think they won a game against... I think they won a game against Vinco, if I'm not mistaken, or at least won a forfeit game there. Because we can see that Enigma did actually pick up a win here out of the 3 games they did play. But that being said, though, let's take a quick break, and obviously, guys, we're going to start our next game at 9 o'clock, which is going to be XTC versus Team Equinox. That's going to be quite a good one. I'm hoping that we're not going to see a 16-0 here. Mike, I mean, from your side, do you believe that we'll see a 16-0? I don't think so. I think we'll see something a little closer. Oh, looks like your mic dropped for some reason.
Oh.
There we go.
Is it back?
Yeah, it's back.
XCC is one of those teams that does seem to have difficulty against lower tier opponents from time to time. So I wouldn't rule it out that that Equinox could give them a hard time. I think XTC will take it, but more I'd be interested in the manner that XTC take it, because I think XTC need to do it emphatically for their own confidence. But let's have a look how it goes. I'm excited for it.
Cool. Well, anyway, guys, so we'll see you guys in about, give or take about 10, 15 minutes. I mean, from our side, we're just going to go grab something to chow quickly, and then we'll resume. We'll keep the stream running for you. We'll resume the game at 9 o'clock, or we'll cover the other game, and then, yeah, we'll take it from there. For you guys that have actually joined in, this is the ECL Evetech Champions League Round 3. Myself, Burning Red, my co-caster Extremes, as you can see, our names down there. Give the Evetech channel a follow or subscribe to the Evetech channel. Also, yeah, we'll probably put some links down where our social media, our social media links like Twitter, etc. So you guys can follow us there as well for any further competitions, etc. that we'll be casting. Cool. Yeah, so that's it for now.
Cool.
And we'll see you guys just before 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
When your computer was new, it was fast and met all your needs. But after a while, you probably found yourself waiting. And waiting. And waiting. Stop! Before you destroy your computer out of frustration, or try a software gimmick, or buy a new computer, you can upgrade your memory and switch out your hard drive for an SSD to make your computer better and faster. It's an easy and affordable solution that lasts. Extend the life of your computer and your budget with a simple memory and SSD upgrade.
those nights when we were younger and we would never sleep. So let's forget about tomorrow and live for tonight while we're free. Touch the sky. Tonight we're coming alive. The sky. Tonight we're coming alive. And our hands will touch the sky. Tonight we're coming alive. From the dust we will awaken, and life will fill our veins. But these are the moments that we live for. I can keep it inside of me. Touch the sky. Tonight we're coming alive. Touch the sky. Tonight we're coming alive.
Night after night. Night after night. Night after night. We'll be right back.
Right, so we're back. We're back for game 2. Mike, you're alive, kicking?
I'm not kicking. Kicking is it's not good. They tell you when you're in school, don't kick. It's rude. So I'm not going to kick.
Yeah. Well,
But I'm
anyway,
alive.
I think it's going to be good. Right, let's have a look-see. Let's go into the actual match information here to go and sort out XTC and Equinox. That's going to be a good one. I think a lot of us are looking forward to that one. I think it hopefully will be a closer game than the other two, particularly, I think.
Yeah, well, other two, I think other one. There was only one game today so far that I know of.
Yeah.
We've seen, I mean, in this tournament, have seen some fairly lopsided results, but I think particularly that game with who was it, XTC and I think it was Innovation Esports. Sorry about my mic there. Innovation Esports really showed up well despite only getting 2 rounds. I mean, the game was actually a lot closer than the scoreline might have suggested. I think that one was really entertaining. But the previous game, DC unfortunately just blowing the doors off things. And I'm having a little bit of a chat with the live from the previous team, Enigma, just about kind of what they were doing wrong and how they can improve. And I mean, it's good to see. You don't often, as a lower tier team, get a chance to play against a top tier opponent like DC. It doesn't happen in the Telcom Championship anymore because of Masters teams being separated. So your opportunity, even if you're a Premier team, the only top team you could play against who may be at the Masters level is Energy, and everybody else you play is not. Whereas previously you had more opportunity. And I mean, some of the tournaments in the past, like BHG or some of the Oriner tournaments as well, you'd get seeded as a low tier team against the Bravado, and it's a learning experience for sure. I mean, I learned how to hide in a corner. I learned how to cry on my own while desperately holding onto my gun. All of that stuff against teams like Bravado. So, for Enigma, they're going to have learned how to whimper as well. And I mean, it's a good life skill to have, especially when you have kids.
Well, yeah, it is a very good life skill to have. I learned that back in the day when playing up against Energy, where they were Damage Control and Energy back in 2014 were actually like the top teams. I mean, Bravado were they were going through a bit of a roster change throughout the beginning of the year, actually, in the middle of the year, before they actually really became really strong and won the DGC finals. But yeah, I learned those life skills, I'd say, and I've used them quite successfully, I guess, with my daughter. So knowing how to deal with her.
Stop crying, please. Stop.
Well, I mean, let's have a look quickly at the squad here for the Equinox team. I mean, there are players here that I do know, that I have played with and against, Minotaur being one of them, Froggy as well. These two players, in my understanding, they should be good enough to at least maybe take a round or 4 off the XCC team this evening. I think Dax also a player that I'm not really familiar with, but
I think I've seen him on pickups, that sort of thing as well. So I mean, the guys that we've seen around, but again, not the pedigree of an XTC. So don't really know what to expect here. I think we should spin the wheel of fortune, and whatever it says we should do, even if it says that we should, take off our pants or something like that. And of course, we wouldn't want to do that because it's cold. Really not good. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. So anyway, look, I mean, we've got Kappa obviously as the coach for the team. That's going to be.
He actually played as a stand-in for Zin last week. So
yeah,
I don't know if Zin, who's the team captain, has actually got his internet sorted or not. So if he hasn't, unfortunately, then we'll probably see Kappa playing again, or maybe even Backstabber, who's moved to sub as far as I know. But really good lineup. I mean, Sanpa Turtle taking over from Backstabber in the starting lineup. Really good player. Played for APG in the past. Panda, the in-game leader, also the clutch meister.
Yeah.
And excited to see what he's going to do. And we got Viking, who's a really strong entry player. Like, got insane aim. Tian Ki back in the team after being with them at DGC last year. Also a really good supportive player, but he does hit his shots well and get some frags too. And depending on what we see here, I guess it'll either be Zin or possibly Cap or Backstabber playing. So
Well,
spin the wheel of fortune on that one.
just to like interrupt quickly, I do have a little mascot here this evening. The
Oh,
lucky,
you do?
yeah, the MSI Lucky Dragon. Obviously,
Oh,
they
yeah.
are one of the sponsors for the tournament, and it's quite nice to see him pop by and come say hello. But just quickly, let's go to the veto process here.
So yeah, let's talk about what XTC likes to play. They like to play Overpass. They like to play Cobble. They're pretty good on Train and Mirage as well. So they like playing the maps that a lot of other teams don't like playing. So I mean, we see veto coming out immediately from XTC for Nuke, and Train being vetoed out by Equinox. Obviously not comfortable on that map. XCC probably looking to I was just about to say veto out something like Dust 2 or Cash to take out that random element that sort of map has, and they do taking out Dust 2. So I'd expect to see Equinox maybe take out something like Overpass, since XTC really favor that sort of map. It depends on what what they're comfortable on.
Yeah.
Of course, Cobble also a very strong map for the XTC guys, and vetoed out by Equinox, probably not comfortable on that. So picked in the end with the randomizer from Cash, Overpass, and Mirage. Mirage is the ones picked.
Yep. So I think it's going to be good. I think, look, I mean, I expected them to either veto out Overpass or Cobble there, which is the one that kind of happened, the Cobble one specifically. So yeah, this is going to be fun. I think let's hope we actually see a nice match off here between XTC Inspired versus Team Equinox CS:GO. A lot of players in this team that I'm very keen to see how they kind of play. I'm assuming Chief is going to be a player that's going to maybe feature. He looks like he's got the logo and everything, so
Yeah, that's hardcore, man.
yeah.
You can't argue with the team logo, right?
Nope. No, you can't. So anyway, Mirage is the random generated map here between XCC and Equinox. I'm very curious to see how the finals are actually going to play out on the 13th of August. That's going to be quite a big one. A lot of good teams are going to kick it off there. That is a single elim competition, so you lose, you out, type of scenario.
Yeah, absolutely. So that gets a little bit tough, but tough stuff happens, right? Other things happen too, but those are words I can't say on stream, apparently. Then I won't get my check.
Cool. So let's head on in game here. And
Why do we have to?
Yeah, we do.
Do we really
But that
have
being
to?
said, I think we should we should just give a good thank you out to the sponsors involved in this competition. Crucial, Steel Series, Ballistics, Level 7, Intel, and MSI. Of course, Bellowsoft and CS:GO Lounge are on the sidelines at the moment. But hey, let's have a quick chat about CS:GO Lounge actually and what's happening there.
Ooh, are we allowed to talk to them? I mean, talk about them, or,
Well, of
or
course.
will we not get our royalty checks if we do?
Well, look, I mean, that's all up in the air at the moment. We actually don't know what's happening with CS:GO Lounge, Dota 2 Lounge. I mean, from our side, we're hoping that the guys are going to be back. They obviously, from experience and what I've seen, they're not really kind of the bad guys in this situation. It's more so being the other entities, etc., and people that have actually take ownership of them. The CS:GO Lounge guys have been were the starting point of betting, really, the online betting, etc. But look, we'll have to wait and see how that kind of works out, and hopefully we'll have them back with us. For the time being, obviously, just a big thank you to the sponsors involved. Level 7, of course, and then Evetech, the main company behind all of this, from a retailer's point of view. It's the first retailer in South Africa that I believe that has hosted something of this size. And also the guys at Nav TV, doing the broadcast, including me and you, Mike. I know we're not that special, but I guess
I'll speak for yourself. I'm really special, dude.
Is it? Did you
Don't
go?
mess with my specialness.
Okay. Well, sorry, I didn't know that. Please forgive me.
I will take a special hug though as compensation.
Okay, well, I'll have to do a remote special hug over TeamSpeak or something like that. There we go.
Sure, we shouldn't talk about special hugs on stream. That's dangerous.
Yeah. Well, look, we're in game at the moment here, and obviously just waiting now for the guys to ready up here between XCC and Team Equinox. It's going to be a very good one. I'm hoping to see some Panda action. Sandpit Turtle also looks like to be a bit more of a, how do I say, more of an occurring member. in the team. Kappa, of course,
Yeah.
the coach.
Yeah, I'm actually told by Zin, the captain, that Sanford Turtle would be, in the starting lineup. I had a little bit of a chat during and after the game. We casted it. There's an ECL last week, and there's some interesting information. Of course, I'm not going to share any of that because I said it all last week. So that's over, guys. Not happening again.
How dare you? Well, look, I'm very happy to see Sandpit Turtle actually back into the mix of things. I mean, he's a phenomenal player. He played really well at the DGC events under Aperture back then. He was definitely one of the, well, in my opinion, he was DGC 2014. He was actually the highest rated player from my side. I really enjoyed watching him, play. Now, obviously playing now for XCC. XCC have got a lot of work to do this evening. Obviously, beating Team Equinox will be in their favor, so they can get themselves a good seed in the single elimination finals. They'll be happening on the 13th of August. But with that being said, we're into the knife round now for sides. Mike, take it away. Your most favorite
You always
round.
want a good seed. I mean, like everybody wants good seed. Birds want good seed. Plants want good seed. Who wouldn't want seeds?
Hey, it's a little more serious than planted bird seeds. Come on, let's be
Well,
honest
there
here.
was that System of a Down song where the dude eats seeds as a pastime activity.
Ah.
That was a good song, and it was about seeds. And of course, at the moment, the poor guys from Equinox not really serving any good seeds. They're just getting wrecked at the moment in the knife round. So let's hope that's not a reflection of what's actually going to happen in this game. But XCC get the knife round win. Inspired, you could call it, since they haven't gotten in enough bad jokes tonight, and they're going to stay on the CT side. 5 seconds to go. Of course, this is ECL, the Evetech Champions League, the league stage. League being the operative word. So let's see if XCC can win out here, or if Equinox are going to give them a hard time.
Yeah, well, we got XCC kicking off on CT side, of course, and Team Equinox will be hoping to get that 5-round mark on the T side here as they go in aggressively into the B bomb side. It should be the actual first breach point for them, but Viking already taking first frag. There we go. Improc managing to do quite well, getting the first trade-off for them, but all of a sudden, Sandpit Turtle managing to pick off the one here, and we've got Prince of Darkness actually chasing down Tianki, who still remains alive, but it's a 2-on-1 right, 2-on-3 right now, and we'll see Panda now moving in, maybe getting the one frag. He's trying to go, yeah, he gets it there. Good little headshot here, and we've got George running with a bomb all the way towards the A bomb side area, something that I didn't even pick up. So it's going to be up to him to try and get that bomb down, but he needs to be careful because Panda's already rotated, and we'll be waiting for him.
Oh, he's going for it here. George, unfortunately, caught in a little bit of a curious situation there. A three-way crossfire, so not really working out for him. They XTC inspired, taking the first round and looking pretty good doing it, keeping 3 players alive. So Money in a pretty good state after just 1 round.
Yeah, well, for some of you guys that are actually watching the game for the first time, this is Counter-Strike Global Offensive. The objective here is for the terrorist team, the team in yellow, to plant the bomb in the designated bomb sites, and then the CT team to actually defuse it, or at least take out the terrorist team before they actually get the bombs down. But well, looking at the kind of strat play now at the moment here from Equinox, looking a little peculiar, a little bit of a lower side play not working out there for them as Viking gets the first frag here for XCC. And this Tech 9 buy maybe not going to, might work out still. They've still got 3 left, but look at this. Tianki dropping down with the FAMAS. Is there a trade-off here for Equinox?
Yeah, Frogger gets it. He's going to try to plant, but unfortunately not able to. Viking taking him down. Zin also picking up a kill here, and Zin actually coming in with a big flank. He's going to find the player, and well, he gets the kill. So pretty easy for him in the end. 4 stay alive. XCC build up the bank a little bit more with those SMGs.
Yep. Well, we'll see. We'll probably see the same buyout here from XCC. They're not really going to worry about buying up a full stack of rifles, although they actually have got 3. Let's have a look at the scores here at the moment. Zin right on top there, sharing it there with Viking on the scoreline. And then we've got Froggy, George, and Improc, the only ones managing to get any trades during the last 2 rounds. Let's see how this works out. We got Zin quite aggressively on the catwalk side here, or short side, moving up towards mid. And he's going to bomb through that smoke. He's going to take down 2-3, make that quite a number, and then finally goes down. But damage has been done. We've got Minotaur left. And he's only got 27 HP, so not really much there for him.
Yeah, so pretty easy so far for these guys. And Equinox Minotaur actually coming in there, mini Minotaur, so he's the smallest Minotaur on the server, of course, and taking down by Sandpit Turtle in the end. So 3 rounds pretty clean there, keeping 3 players alive in 2 of the rounds and 4 in the other. So pretty good bank going into the actual first buy round. Yeah. Interesting that they're sticking with the FAMASs, so not
There
actually
we
looking
go.
to upgrade.
Well, that's the thing. If you can play with the FAMAS pretty well, it's my favorite gun, rifle. And you should be able to, you know, at least defend off any sort of onslaught here. Not a very convincing buy coming out here from Team Equinox, of course. We got them the Uzi or the Mac 10 being purchased there by Minotaur. Obviously not having enough cash. No utility there for him. Utility being grenades and such. We'll just see a little bit of a park out here on the A bomb site area here from Equinox before they throw in their utility and go for the A bomb site breach. Let's see how it's going to work out.
Yeah, playing it pretty slowly, but now they're all pouring out of mouth. And Sandpit Turtle getting a lineup there, and he gets 2, so pretty easy for him. And the other 3 players caught a little bit here around the corner and put down again Sandpit Turtle with a 3k. So low HP on P&D, but he still gets the kill, gets the headshot.
The jumping headshot, nonetheless. Well, it's 4-0 here now to the XCC guys, and they're looking pretty comfortable at the moment. Let's just have a look at the buy here now. Not much in the likes from Team Equinox here. I don't think they're going to really buy up much. It'll be probably just a little upgraded pistol purchase here from them. And no armor, so eco round coming into round 5 here for Team Equinox. And we've got still the same setup here, although Sandpit Turtle has picked up the AK-47. Let's see if Equinox can potentially breach into the site and get the bomb down on the eco.
Yeah, they're actually moving that bomb on a single player towards B site, so maybe hoping to create some kind of fake on A, actually running into A right now and getting the commitment. Mini Minotaur actually getting the headshot there on D&D.
Yeah, a little bit of an ace-up play here. Nice play from Sandpit Turtle, picking up the 2k here, and no trade-off yet. Oh, look at that. Nice little shot there for Prince of Darkness. And Viking, though, in for the support, does take the frag there, and we'll see Zin also getting the frag with the AWP. It is up to Froggy, the last one left here, and he's battling it out on that mid-side here. The mid-side is open, and he's got bomb in hand.
Actually, the world's longest flank there coming in from Zin, rotating all the way from middle with the AWP and actually flanking the guys from Equinox. So, bit of a curious play, but again, shows you the, shall we say, the confidence, the abundance thereof on XCC at the moment. And again, playing against a player with just a P250. So what is he going to do? Probably not too much.
Ah, he gets taken out just before Zin gets there. 5-0 here for XCC, and well, the buy-up should come out here now for Team Equinox. Let's see if they can actually pull this one back and hopefully pick up a round or 2. This is what we're hoping. You know that that DC game was the first 16-0 game we actually casted, by the way.
Yeah, I've never casted a 16-0 before. I mean, we thought it might happen. I've never played in a 16-0 before, so that's also an interesting one. Although maybe somebody can go and find the stats as Zin actually getting the early kill there on this full buy round. George going down in a curious case of being shot in the face.
Yeah, it's up to Minotaur right now here with the AWP to try and trade it off. He's got Viking coming in from that short side area. Oh, no, he's...
Spots the gun barrel there, huh?
Yeah. Tries to shoot him through the wall, which I don't think is the best thing to do. But nice play there from Prince of Darkness, managing to pick off the 1 frag as well. But they've dropped an AWP here, so it's a bit of a problem now for Team Equinox. It's a 4-on-3, and they're still not in a very kind of sturdy position to try and make anything happen here. We also see, though, that Froggy, who's playing kind of the lurk role here by the looks of it, is moving in towards the A-bomb site. He'll probably engage with Sandpit Turtle, who is watching it with a close eye. A lot of battling happening on the mid side right now. Viking coming in, getting taken down there by Ingproc, and well, it's a trade-off here, much needed here for Team Equinox at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's pretty difficult, but 3v3 at the moment in this round is very possible for them. Frogger actually spots out Sandpit Turtle. Sandpit Turtle may be playing 4-3 rather than 69 aspect ratio, because I could pretty easily see that. And actually the kills coming in there through the smoke on P&D there in sniper window, and they're going to catch the rotation here. And a round on the board for Team Equinox, so really well played to them.
Yeah, we finally have a round, guys. 5-1, and a very peculiar round there, really. Actually, for for the Team Equinox team. I think they just caught some of the XTC players off guard there. Good little smoke shot there from Prince of Darkness, actually on their mid side there, through the smoke in the window room area, and it's going to help them out as well. Minotaur tries to challenge, gets dinked, and actually causes a bit of pain there also for Zin with the AWP, sitting on 17 HP. So he wins the battle, but no one being taken down there at the moment. So he will see Team Equinox once again getting ready for this A-side breach. Just waiting slowly but surely. Let's see if PND and Sampa Turtle can keep them at bay as they try and breach into towards the site here at the moment.
Zin actually not spotting him through the smoke there. I mean, on my screen, pretty clearly seeing the player, but Zin not actually spotting the player in mid there. Interesting. Oof.
What a shot there from Prince of Darkness, but here we go. A bomb side breach here. Nice little fraggle from Froggy as well as they move in. He picks up the 2K. PND also responding with 2, and he's the only one here at the A bomb side defending it off at the moment. And we have got Improc moving in with the bomb. He's going to try and see if he can get the frag on PND. PND just around the corner will go for the shot, but gets taken down, and all of a sudden advantage Team Equinox here, although Tianqi's still out and about with the M4.
He knows where the bomb is, though. Of course, the bomb's dropped in that A site, and both of those players were actually rotating from lowers and B. So 30 seconds on the clock and barely 40 HP between the two of them. So it's going to prove to be pretty difficult. It's surprising to actually see where Tianqi's rotating to, because he should have seen the bomb there. So maybe just not registering it mentally or something. But I think the bomb plant will come in here for the guys. What? Oh, this is going to be so close. 4 seconds is what it takes to plant the bomb, and I think he'll just get it. So 1 second and actually get to the plant. Two AWPs here, and of course this is the right weapon that you want in a clutch situation like this, because you want the standoff ability with, well, the long range engagement with no HP, and of course they win it. So second round on the board there. So Mr. Brandon De Beer, get wrecked. 16-0 incoming. You were wrong, buddy.
Oh, he calls the 16-0 stomp game. Well, doesn't look like it's the case here. Team Equinox have got 2 rounds up at the moment, and just having a look at that individual scores here, Sampa Turtle and Viking on top. They're 8 for 4 and 8 for 3. Then we got 5 for 5 and 5 for 6. Prince of Darkness and Froggy starting to work the magic here, although he's getting taken down here. George coming in with the entry and gets the shot on Sampa Turtle. So now the A bomb side has got a frag, but look at this little rotate coming in from Zin here. All of a sudden, just
what a shot from PND.
Making it, look at Zin, pushing up that mid side, and he's already moving in towards Palace. And he'll pick up the AWP here, and or an AK.
Yeah, really play from PND to actually push up, get the 1D, and actually recover that AWP. I mean, he's now sitting on, what is it, 4K? I mean, he's going for the ace right now, and incredible play coming out from PND.
Yeah, let's see. Him and Froggy. Well, Froggy all the way on the other side of the world in the B bomb site, but PMD is going to chase him down and go for the ace here. Very slow ace, but nonetheless.
Mid-ace, yeah.
Oh, and doesn't get the shot.
Where he is right now. PMD actually going in with the dig, and is he going to get the kill?
Oh!
No scope. What a shot from PND. The clutch master delivers again.
Wow.
Single-handedly winning it for his team there. I mean, just taking that off by the player when he pushed Palace there, and just using that off to devastating effect.
Really, really phenomenal plays there from PND on the end of it. That Scopeless counting so much for him, really. A little bit of a push here from Zin right now. He's going to try and challenge, but gets taken down by the scout. And the A-bomb side, a lot of them sticking up in Palace here at the moment, and not looking too great. As they get smoked off now, and they have to retreat back in towards the back end of A, possibly moving up now towards B, maybe forcing a rotation, something that they want to consider here.
Still a 4v4, of course. A bit of a weapon advantage towards XTC, but very doable. And actually, Viking pushing up here. If Prince has actually spotted him out, takes him down, dropped the 4 HP. So HP advantage here. Tianqi actually taking back a kill on Frogger, but still 3v3 at the moment. A minute on the clock, so there's plenty of time. But PND doing his usual thing, pushing up in...
Tianqi doing really good here at the moment, picking up the 3K there. And that's helped him out a lot. And it's up to Prince of Darkness here, who's sitting in the palace side. They've got the bomb though, so TNK managing to aggressively push through in towards that staircase side area.
Prince of Darkness leading the way for his team at the moment. 6 kills, 6 deaths, and of course, I mean, only 2 rounds on the board so far, so doing pretty well for his team. Looking at the money situation, since they're going to basically be reset now, it might actually be a good idea for him to hold onto his gun.
Oh, it looks like he's trying to walk around here, maybe just trying to get a pick or two, but he needs to be careful though. Although Tianki's quite far away when the rest of the team are not really kind of focusing on this B-bomb site, so he should be fine keeping his gun. The score here, well, 7-2, sorry, for XCC, so they're leading quite comfortably at the moment, although Team Equinox only need 5 rounds to keep themselves in this game. Let's have a look.
Did you know Equinox notice Equinox running a double AWP on T side a couple of rounds there? Quite an unusual strategy, and actually that biting them because they dropped one of those AWPs early, and PND turned everything around.
Oh,
An unusual setup.
Well, Viking aggressively coming up the mid-side area here, getting the frags in as well, taking down Froggy, and it's a 5-on-3 right now, looking very, very comfortable here for the XCC guys. Although they are cluttering together there, the Equinox team on the A-bomb side area. They're going to have to make a count, but they've got the likes of Zin and Sandpit Turtle in close proximity here for the breach.
Yeah, of course, not really much of a buy. This is pretty much a save round, just the saved AK on Prince, and well, he's looking after his KD, that's for sure, but not anymore after PND shoots him in the chest, and I think the next 2 players aren't going to last too long either. Ooh, Zin nearly catching him there, but then gets him in the end, putting down George. Just Improc left, and he goes down, the bomb is dropped, and 8 rounds on the board for XTC, and putting in a pretty good performance, but we've seen a couple of good rounds out of Equinox as well, so I'm quite excited to see what they do on this full buy.
Yeah, so, well, 8 for 2, and seems like that we've got a full buy here on both sides here, 1 each for the AWP, Minotaur, and then of course PND playing with the AWP. A little bit of breach play coming in here. Sandpit Turtle should be able to get the frag. He does, and he's going to try and go for the bomber now as well. Picks him off quite comfortably. There's a man waiting in the palace side here. It is Froggy spamming right through that smoke, hoping to get a frag. He doesn't get hold of him though, luckily. Froggy gets the better of him there, although he won't pick up anything else but another AK-47, as the XCC guys have completely shut down Team Equinox here. We've got PND playing with the Deagle, and will get the shot in.
That's confidence, actually going for that sort of peak with a Deagle, I think.
Yep.
Well, guys, we've also just come to my attention in the last few minutes that there wasn't a stream for the first game on the other channel, and it looks like there might not be happening at the moment for the innovation game. So apologies for that. We weren't aware of it, but thanks for pointing it out on Facebook. Now we know at least, so we can have a chat with our fellow casters and figure out what's going on. But what's going on in this map is 3 early kills and going XTC's way, but the 1D coming in from Improv.
Yeah, at the moment it's a 4-on-2 right now. Sandpit Turtle and Co looking quite comfortable. Zin picking off the 1, and then there Prince of Darkness goes out of the picture. 10-2 here, XCC looking very, very comfortable. And
yeah, for Equinox, what they really need here is they need 5 rounds on the board. 5 is really the bare minimum for Mirage. Kind of ideally, you want to be aiming for 6 or 7, then you're in a really good position. But 5 is doable, so I mean, it's still possible for them. We see a full buy coming in for them, just a Deagle on Mini Minotaur, but he's proved to be pretty strong with that gun. So looks like they're going to actually go towards a stacking up here and setting up a pretty classic smoke execute, I'd say.
There we go. We'll smoke in the right direction there, hopefully to smoke off that jungle side or maybe the top side of staircase. Well, no, I think that's gone a bit to the right. Oh, nice little 1D here from Minotaur. And nice entry play coming in here from Team Equinox. They're going to try and see if they can get the bomb down here. Sandpit Turtle, though, with the 5-7, gets the 1 frag, goes in for the second, gets taken down. And Viking right behind him with support with the AK-47. Gets a 3-nade! And, well, I'm not really interested in the rest of this round because that 3-nade was awesome.
That was ridiculous. Oh, and that was even more ridiculous.
A Zeus coming out of nowhere.
Zeus on the teammate. Interesting. Very interesting. But I mean, the amount of spam that was actually going through that smoke on the players planting. I think they were just a little bit too close together, and the nade coming and just finishing them off. Really good game sense there from Viking and his XTC teammates to keep spamming there, dropping the HP low. So when that nade came in, it was a money nade for sure. So lose bonus now stacking up. So Equinox able to come in with a full buy. Of course, a scout on one of the players because money's not great. But dual AWP, so 3 scoped rifles, which is a bit unusual on T side.
Yeah, let's let's see if those AWPs will pay dividends. We'll though see Froggy go down, and then we also see George going down here. Sampaturtle going in aggressively on the AWP, takes the shot, and that's all for him. Done and dusted here. Improc managing to respond with a trade finally here for Equinox. And Equinox needed this round, and I think that 3 AWP buy was a little bit too much as Zin picks up another one, or another frag here. Improc the last one left. Oh, just missing the shot there on Tianki.
Yeah, I think the problem I'm seeing from Equinox at the moment is the fragging ability is definitely there, but Tianki actually shooting his teammate. Interesting, the first kill in the round, Tianki actually spamming through smoke on B and getting that kill. So the issue I'm seeing here with the Equinox guys is they're definitely able to get the entries, but they're not able to follow up and trade effectively. And probably part of that is the fact that they're playing with multiple scoped rifles. It's not really the way to play T-side on this map, particularly. Like 2 AWPs can maybe work on Dust too, but definitely not on Mirage. And you're not setting yourself up for those refrags or trade frags if you're not backing your teammate up with a rifle rather than an AWP.
Oh, nice little AWP play here from Sampaturtle, who's decided to pick it up. 2-3 AWP play here from XTC now. This might actually not work out for them. Maybe. But we see the Viking doing quite a lot of work. Ooh, almost getting a little scopeless shot in there. But
fortunately, he's going to get flanked here from Palace, but actually gets the kill. P90 for the win, right?
Oh, the P90 is quite an aggressive gun, and as you can see, he's getting the frags all over the place. But Tianki will get the last one here, 13-2, and it looks pretty good for XCC. There's nothing much more we can really say about it.
Yeah, I really think Equinox were looking encouraging there. You're going to see the lack of experience on their side versus XTC. XTC also pulling out the confidence plays again, triple off in the last round, and of course they could afford it, so why not? So going into this round, of course, CT side is the favored side on this half, first round of the half. I think the aim is there for Equinox. They could take the pistol round. It's definitely a possibility for them.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, I think 5 rounds would have been a lot more.
Nade actually.
It's a pretty good nade.
HP.
Oh! 1D coming out here from Sampaturtle, and no response at the moment from Equinox except that nade. And XCC have moved in towards the A bomb site. There, another 1D coming out here from P&D, and now it's up to Froggy to respond. He gets the frag and picks up the second.
2 quick frags actually coming in there from the CTs, and they actually put themselves in a good position, but unfortunately getting a little bit over eager and forcing the issue. Shut out by Sampaturtle with that Deeg, and the Deeg just wrecking people there. I think that Deagle must have gotten 4 kills in that round.
Oh yes, that was pretty interesting to watch. Well, entertaining to watch more so. 14-2 here, and XCC now buying up auto shotguns.
Yeah, they're on a bit of a romp at the moment, enjoying themselves. So all good. AK on P&D because of course he got all those kills. So able to actually buy the AK up in the second round, which is pretty unusual. And he gets the first kill in the A side, but traded out there. Meanwhile, the rest of the team going towards B side with those auto shotties. So
yeah, not really something. Look at that. Zin picking up one as well. Sampaturtle with the second. Jeez. Yeah, it's finally a trade-off here, but Sampaturtle also just doing the work with the Deagle. And it's up to Minotaur right now. He'll get the frag on Tianki. He needs to be careful, but the jumping heady there from Viking seals it off, 15-2. And, well, I think that's all she wrote, really. Eh?
Yeah, pretty much all she wrote. Let's bring out the Voodoo thing. Of course, Voodoo not casting tonight, seemingly. So no guys wouldn't have heard that on the other stream. Oh, bumped my mic. Apologies. So XTC sitting at 15 and match point and looking pretty easy for them in the end, despite Equinox actually looking good in the beginning. But those 1Ds flying in, Viking just ripping heads off and looking stylish while he's doing it, of course.
Yeah, still the auto shot he's proving So effective in this kind of strat play here, and this should be it for the XCC team. 16-2, and well, there's nothing much more we can really say about it, except the fact that, well, it's, yeah, that's pretty much it. Easy win there for XCC on the end of it. I think it's a bit unfortunate, though.
Oh, there we go. My face is back. I thought there was an issue there with Skype for a second.
No, it's always been there. It's always been there.
Well, I'm beautiful, and the world deserves to know. So glad to see myself there. Let's actually have a look at the stats quickly of this game. If you can bring that up.
16-2. Well, every single ACC player there with a +1 rating, really. I mean, it's pretty much the case to be. Interesting, though, that we did see an ace here from PND. PND actually picking up 3 2Ks and an ace. And then we got 5 2Ks, quite a number of 3Ks coming up from the rest of the team. The only person really, Minotaur, was that picked up a 3K there for the Equinox side. But once again, it was just really that far ahead kind of like Masters versus non-Masters team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I do maintain Equinox had some encouraging signs there, but clearly they're not the experience to actually capitalize on it. So it's a little difficult for them. I mean, you could see their trade play definitely wasn't there. I mean, they'd pretty consistently get entries and then not actually be able to follow it up with any kills, which is a shame for them. I mean, if you look at the player ratings, George on a 0.138 rating, 2 kills, 17 deaths. I mean, that's pretty abysmal. But let's hope for the player. I mean, I don't know who he is, if he's young or old or somewhere in between. But hopefully the guys can get it together. And for this experience, they're going to be better for it. Prince of Darkness showing some interesting, I wouldn't say interesting, wrong word. Actually, some good aim and landing some shots. I mean, he didn't finish top for his team, but I think he was definitely a good performer. Mini Minotaur as well, the Deagle showing some good aim. So I mean, the guys have got aim. It's just you can definitely see it's an experience and it's a teamwork issue. And give them a year or two, maybe they'll be a bit better. But of course, for XTC, PND just coming huge for his team. I mean, not topping the scoreboard, but I think his kills had the most impact by far.
Yeah, look, I mean, not a very entertaining game, let's be honest. I mean, it was unfortunate. Unfortunately, that's how it goes during the group stages of any competition, really. Like, you'll get a really overpowering team or master team, going up against a rookie team or a team that's sitting maybe 2 or 3 tiers below them. But, I mean, that's where, obviously, the 13th of August, things are going to change up there. That is going to be the finals of this ECL, the online finals at the least, for the ECL basically the first ECL CS Go, so that's going to be fun. I mean, obviously the top 2 that walk away from that finals will then go through to the LAN finals that'll be taking place on the end of August, which is the 26th, 27th, 28th of August. We'll be there, we'll be casting, of course, and it's going to be good fun. I mean, there we've got the likes of Bravado, we've got Carbon, Energy, Aperture, and then who knows what team will join them. Because it is 6 teams in total. That's going to be a double elimination as well. So it's going to be fun.
Well, I mean, let's quickly have a quick chat about who's likely to be there. I mean, I think everybody would kind of put DC down to be the guys who'd make it through. Just based on the fact that DC somehow always make it, right? But I think they got a lot of stiff competition from this XTC team and also F3 as well, looking really good at the moment. Good pickup for them to actually get Bananas in, one of the most skilled players in South Africa. And XTC with this new lineup, I think they definitely got more balance to it than the previous lineups we've seen. So definitely excited to see what they can do. And I think it's going to be, I'd say it's going to be between F3 and DC for who kind of gets the number 1 seed. But as to that second spot that's available, I mean, there's a few teams who can do it. I mean, even the new WRG lineup's looking pretty good, taking over from the old Virtue lineup. So,
yep.
They are the old Virtue lineup, shall I say? So, actually pretty interesting. I mean, when we come into next week in this tournament, it's kind of the final league games happening where the top seeded teams are taking each other on, and got some interesting games coming. But of course, more action coming tonight as well. Tomorrow night. What am I saying?
Tomorrow
Apologies.
night. Yeah, tomorrow night we got some good games once again that'll pop up. But just quickly having a look at the groups at the moment. I mean, we've got Damage Control right up top there, 3-0 at the moment. So then, of course, Flipside 3-0 as well. XCC and then, of course, Veneration. So those are the top 4 teams at the moment that are guaranteed a spot in the online finals happening on the 13th of August. Who will follow them will most likely be Divine Esports, Curiosity perhaps, WRG looking pretty solid there as well, and the same with Pulse. So we have got ourselves quite a good number of teams competing in this finals to go and join the top 4 teams, well, the invited 4 teams, Bravado, Carbon, Aperture and Energy, of course. So anyway, guys, it's been quite an interesting evening. Unfortunately, the games have not been as... let me just get Mike's face up here.
Oh, my face. I'm back.
There we go. So, yeah. It hasn't been the most entertaining games, of course, this evening, unfortunately. That's just
I had a lot of fun. I mean, you know, doing drugs while you do casting is you know, it's great. Why not? No, I don't condone such things. But all good.
Well, look, I mean...
I do
something
condone
we do...
for people in chat to suck dicks, but, you know, that's been said a few times. It's probably not worth saying it again.
No, probably not. Well, look, what we do condone as well is, of course, a big thank you to the sponsors involved. We got level 7, Steel Series, MSI, Crucial, Ballistics, and, of course, Intel. And then the big company behind it, Evetech, bringing you this ECL, Evetech Champions League. That's actually the right word to use. Sorry, I'm getting a bit tired here, but still myself, Burning Red and Extremes, broadcasting the games for you this evening. We'll be bringing you the next 2 games tomorrow night. Go have a look on the Facebook group. You'll see that the schedule is there, and hopefully some of the other casters will be covering the games. As we found out now that they didn't, we'll
apologies for that.
We'll have a chat.
Never good to find it out in the middle of a cast, unfortunately, but we'll figure out what was going on. Hopefully we'll be bringing you more action tomorrow night. So thanks for joining us, guys. We really appreciate you being here, and you know, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night.
Cool. Well, anyway, have a good evening. Yes, and yeah, we'll see you tomorrow night.
I'm at a loss for words right now. These NIP retakes, they're giving me a heart attack.
At the opening assist, that's one by goal to kill, gets a double, one more kill, triple kill!
Let's see, here we go, Steeler lining them up. Oh, here we go! Hellhound has it. Hellhound with the first. Hellhound with the second. Oh, Fate is a one and done. Oh, times 2. Wait for it. Whoa, 3, 4. Picks up that.
That's support Fady as well, picking up the quick. Wow!
What? Can he find the fourth? He's on for the ace and he gets it! What? What? What was that?
Trying to hold on to the bomb side. They line up for him. He's going to get another zoo kills. A third kill. You got to be kidding me. Now it's down to 7 points and again. He kills everybody.